Welcome back to the world of racing, everyone. Today we are here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Today's race will consist of 50 laps, 5-minute practice session, which is already underway right now, and 2 laps of qualifying. So let's go ahead and get straight into practice. Practice has already started. Over half the time has already went away. So they just got to do the best they can. Get as much time in. There is Ross Chastain. Now the fastest in practice is who we will be watching. In qualifying, Eric Jones was the winner here earlier this season. Now, coming into this race, the 20 car of Christopher Bell will still be the points leader, but now he has a 171 point lead over second points Denny Hamlin, who had a crash in the last race. But a guy who was 5th in points coming into the last race moved up to 3rd after winning the Charlotte Roval. And yes, I'm talking about Kyle Larson. That man had a 12-second lead over second place. The only two that didn't make a mistake in the top 5 were Brad Keselowski and Christopher Bell. Those are the only two that didn't make a mistake in the top 5, and that's what ultimately kind of hurt Larson as an aspect of maybe winning the championship. He is still 200 and a handful of points behind, and he's got a lot of time. He's got a lot of points to make up in such a short amount of time. Let's go over here to Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is in the lead right now in practice. Had the track all to himself, so I mean, he might be the fastest in practice. You never know. Christopher Bell normally wins our fastest in practice a lot of the times. Not a lot of time left, so if they're going to get their lap in, they're going to have to get it in. Kyle Busch, he got 2nd last race. William Byron going to move to the top of the leaderboard, the defending champion. His teammate of Alex Bowman is going to catch 2nd with just 20 seconds left. All 4 of the Hendrick cars are in the top 10 in practice. Zane Smith with a good lap. Okay, practice has now hit the 0 mark, so I think we might see ourselves William Byron as the fellow that we are going to watch today. You never know, though. Joey Logano hitting into the top 10. Christopher Bell going to get the fastest lap. This man right here carries a lot. Denny Hamlin going to catch it. These two right here carry a lot of speed every week. But I'll tell you one thing. One place that they normally struggle at is these 1.5 miles during the race. I don't know what it is, but they normally struggle. The top guys normally struggle here. So today we're going to be watching Denny Hamlin qualify. Let's get underway here. There he is. 2 laps of qualifying today, so it's interesting to see how this will go. If they do have a single file restart, it will be, or if they have a restart today because of crash, it will be single file. I've been rolling with that pretty much ever since earlier in the season, and I really liked it. So I'm going to continue with it, carrying on. But the first lap is underway. Here comes Denny Hamlin. He was the fastest in practice, coming through turns 3 and 4. He's running that middle to low lane. The first lap goes to Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch will grab the first one. But who will grab lap number 2? Let's go to Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch carrying a lot of speed right now. Coming out of turns 3 and 4 through the straight stretch, through the tri-oval. Christopher Buescher, Todd Gilliland. The top 3 are Fords. Six Fords in the top 10. That is insane. Wonderful qualifying efforts there from the 38. But qualifying has just now come to an end. So let's go ahead and go straight into this grid. Check their fuel mileage for this race.
One lap till we go green. Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
All right, so they get about 19 miles of fuel here. Once they hit the back stretch, we are going to name off the top 10 for this race. Or we'll just name it off going here. No, we'll name it off going to the back stretch. Okay, guys, so here is your top 10 for today. In row number 1 is Todd Gilliland and Chris Buescher. Those two show a lot of promise at these half miles. In row number 2, we've got Ryan Blaney and Kyle Busch, both winners this season. In row number 3, we've got Cole Custer and Austin Cindric. In row number 4, we've got Brad Keselowski and defending champ William Byron. And in row number 5, we got Daniel Suarez and Ty Gibbs. They are going to gear down. Pace car will go off.
Green flag, green flag.
We are green here at Las Vegas for 50 laps. Todd Gilliland going to get a great run. He's actually going to be able to go in front of Chris Buescher. That's going to give Chris Buescher an option for the bottom lane. He's actually going to show the nose under the 38. And he's going to get side by side here with Todd. They're going to switch spots. That's going to completely throw off Todd and allow Chris Buescher to go to the front. Now Todd is stuck in a pickle right now. He is stuck on that high lane and can't go nowhere. That's going to allow a lot to go through, a lot of drivers to go through. Where is our point? Here's our points leader, Christopher Bell. He is all the way back into that 21st position. He is struggling currently. Where's Denny Hamlin? Denny Hamlin into that 13th spot. A little bit better position, but he is not in a great position either. There's William Byron getting shoved to that top lane. There is the previous winner of Eric Jones earlier this season. Let's go back to Chris Buescher, who has Kyle Busch on pursuit, trying to chase down this Ford. A lot can happen here. Just a few laps. Ty Gibbs, he's the one to look out for, it seems like, as he has moved up 4 positions off the start. Brad Keselowski, he is sitting in the same spot that he started in. Shane Van Gisbergen, he's had some pretty solid races earlier this season as he has moved up into the 12th position. Hold up on the bottom, that's going to make him lose a lot of spots. Holy cow. 3 wide, 3 wide. Larson there on the bottom, way back there. Christopher Bell struggling tremendously right now. Let's go back up to Kyle Busch. And Chris Buescher, as Kyle Busch has run down this Ford. He's going to show him, he's going to try his best to show him the nose. They slip up, they slip up. They make contact. They make contact. Chris Buescher in the wall. Chris Buescher in the wall. Here comes Cole Custer into the picture. Cole Custer's going to roll the top lane. He's going to slip on that debris up there. Kyle Busch is going to take over the lead, but he didn't do it fairly. Anything for a win here. Chris Buescher going to dive bomb it. He's going to retake the lead. Kyle Busch now has to try and make up that time once again. Now let's look at these cars. There's Todd Gilliland. He was the one who got the pole on today's race, but he struggled off the start. And he has not been very consistent since. And there's Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs trying to make something happen. Kyle Larson up into the 16th position now, so he's moved up 8 spots since the start of this race. He's got Denny Hamlin behind him, which is good for his situations, but he's got Christopher Bell in that 13th spot, which isn't good for his situation because he's trying to go win a championship right now. Ooh, big slip up from the 5. That's going to allow a lot of drivers to get on through, but the run off the top lane is going to help him a lot. Ooh, he goes way up there to the top lane, but he's very stable. Larson was stable, but he slips coming off the corner. That's going to ruin his run. Go to Daniel Suarez here. He's sitting in that 7th position. Not doing too bad. There's Ryan Blaney going to the 6th position. That means Ty Gibbs made the move and he got it in front. And now he's making some more moves. Ty Gibbs is running through this field right now. Something similar to what we saw at Homestead as him and Cole Custer were going at it back and forth. Each pit stop, they would end up in front of each other. But at the very end, Ty Gibbs did make the pass. And right now, Ty Gibbs definitely has the speed. It's just all a matter of getting up front in time. And it looks like Kyle Busch has taken over the lead once again. He's having no trouble staying up front now. Ty Gibbs going to go over into third position. He's fighting for third position currently over Cole Custer. I think he's going to get it right here. Unless Cole gets a really good run. He slips up. I think he slipped up on that rubber up top. And that's going to allow Todd Gilliland to come into the picture. Ty Gibbs, man, he is on a roll right now. Up 7 spots off the start. Ryan Blaney not doing too bad. Shane Van Gisbergen up to the top 14. He's fighting with the points leader right now for position. But now here comes Joey Logano, who hasn't had too good of a season. Winless in both. Oh, I think they got really close to making contact. I don't know if they did, but they came really close to each other. Definitely would be nervous about that. Christopher Bell is seeming to struggle to gain any ground, and if you look in the rear view mirror, Larson, I think, is making up some ground. He was up into the 16th position earlier. He lost some ground. Now he's fighting with Eric Jones there for a position. He just grabbed another spot. I think Kyle Larson is comfortable running this middle lane right now. I don't think his car is up to par with what it could be. There's the 16 car. Josh Berry with a crash? When did this happen? Oh no. No. Tough for Barry, but he is out. Wonder what exactly happened. Oh man, he was already hit beforehand. He's done. But he's out of the way now. It's too late to call. Chris Buescher back out in the lead. I think they're going to go for pit stops. Is Kyle Busch going to follow? The top 3 are going to follow each other in. And Shane Van Gisbergen will stay out and lead a lap. A lot of drivers came in. A lot of drivers stayed out. I think the longer you stay out here, better, but I don't know the current situation, which one would be best, to be honest. But Shane Van Gisbergen, Joey Logano, a lot of these guys are going to come in now. Who's that going to allow to get to the front now? Ooh, a lot of them came in, so we're just going to watch Shane Van Gisbergen. There's Chris Buescher. There's a good chance that Chris will take back over the lead. Let's check on Shane. There he is. Came out a little late. He's going to fall a little bit behind, I think, but Shane's going to circle the corner and come out in around probably like 5th or something. Bad guess. 6th. Okay. Now Chris Buescher has a 1-second lead over Kyle Busch now. Pretty confident with his speed right now. Ty Gibbs, I'm telling you, I think he's one to watch out for. There's plenty of racing left here. Plenty can happen. The moment I look over here again, okay, the next time I look over here and it says there was a crash, I'm throwing the caution. I don't care what it's for. Here it matters. Let's go check on our points leaders. Christopher Bell in 20th. He's down 5 spots off the start. Where's Denny Hamlin? Denny Hamlin's second. Denny Hamlin's second points is all the way back at 28. Oof. That's big hurt right there. A lot of hurt there from the 11. He just has not performed well at these mile and a half this season. Neither really the top 5 in general in points has not really performed that well at these 1.5 miles. But right now, out of the top 5, I'm thinking that Larson is the top driver right now. He's going against Shane Van Gisbergen for a spot, but he couldn't get there. It looks like he might have had a force of 3 wide if he wanted to make it happen, and now he's under attack. Or he's got the 16 car chasing him down. These two right here are really causing an issue. Oh, well. Larson gaining another spot. Gaining another spot. A lot of speed right now. Now the 5 car chasing down the defending champion and his teammate of William Byron. A lot of speed right now has just picked up in this 5 car. Once he's got out here in the front, it has gotten a little bit easier for him. He almost won here last season, but gets passed on the final lap from Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch won here the first time we ever raced here in season 1. Larson going for a pass on his teammate and defending champion. Gets in front of him. There's a lot of speed right now in this 5 car. Moves up into the 7th position. Can he keep this speed up? Here is the question. William Byron going to fight back on the inside. He does get beside of him. Larson had to go really high right there. William Byron has slipped up a little bit though. This may allow the 5 to get a run. Here comes the 88. The 88 getting a good run as well. Let's go back to our leaders though of Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher is not really getting away from Kyle. Kyle seems to be really fast here. Ty Gibbs not gaining any time. He seems to be just about as fast as Chris is, but Kyle Busch definitely a little quicker on the long run, it seems like, as we should have some pit stops pretty soon once again. Let's go to... Let's stay on these guys for just a minute because they are our leaders of this race. Kyle Busch is definitely gaining some big time numbers right here on Chris Buescher. But can he get by? That's the bigger question. These two right here are having a dog fight right now. Kyle Busch is doing everything he can to catch up. I hope he just didn't overheat his tires. You know, and this is a curious one I've had in my head for a minute, is Bubba Wallace. So Bubba Wallace started off the first few races with an absolute banger. He was the first car to have 3 wins. First car to have 3 wins this season. And it was his first 3 wins, and then after that he just completely fell off. He was leading the points for a moment. Like I said, he just completely fell off. It was the weirdest thing. Christopher Bell almost making contact there with the 60. That is these leaders' weakness right now, as he's had 1.5 miles. I think we're starting to see some pit stops. And Kyle Busch is going to stay out. He's going to be that oddball. I think if Kyle Busch can get in front of Chris Buescher and stay there, he might be able to stay in the lead. It's just when he's in the dirty air, it's going to be harder to stay there. Now he's going to come down pit road. Now, what's our point leader going to do? Christopher Bell's going to come in as well. Kyle Larson going to be one of the oddballs to stay out. But I think he may come in this time around. He will come in this time around. Shane Van Gisbergen, I think he will too. Oh no, I think he was supposed to, but he couldn't get down in time to slow down. Larson will come in this time around. Shane Van Gisbergen will stay out long enough to lead some more laps. Now, after this stop, they should make it close to the end, I think. Now Shane Van Gisbergen is going to come in. Chris Buescher in the second position. Kyle Busch's strategy proved to not work as Ty Gibbs came out in front of him. Where's Shane at? Shane Van Gisbergen just now coming out. So Kyle Busch now stuck in the third position. Ty Gibbs took over the second position off of pit strategy. But I don't think he's fast enough to stay there. Kyle Busch, oh, whoa! They make contact! Kyle Busch is in the wall, but I guess he's okay. Can't believe we just caught that. In the moment, that was the craziest thing. We almost had to throw a caution. Been a caution-free race so far. If I would have looked over sooner and saw that Josh Berry crashed, I would have thrown the caution, but I did not see that happen. So Kyle Busch has moved up in that second spot. Chris Buescher still out in the lead. Only has a 0.8 second lead now, though. Pretty sure Chris Buescher is a winner on this season. Let's look. Chris Buescher is not a winner on this season. Yes, he is. Where did he win at, though? Because he didn't have 2 wins last season. But Kyle Busch just got by him. I'll have to look and adjust that. Can Kyle Busch go for win number 2 this season? Only a number of laps to go, and Kyle Busch has picked up the pace. Where is Larson? Larson back into the 18th position. What happened? Christopher Bell right there. Larson's going to have to pick up the pace if he wants to win this championship. That's for sure. I thought he was going to be able to get a lot of points, but he's lost a lot. Shane Van Gisbergen into the top 10. Ooh, him and the 41 almost make contact. That's going to make him lose some positions because he's going to get really loose. Chase Elliott in question is in 13th. He's going to go for another pass. Larson in 18th. He's trying to run down this little pack right here now. Christopher Bell moves up into 19th. He's actually gained some speed, but he's not doing much this race. And there's his teammate right behind him, Chase Briscoe. He's going to win this season. Austin Cindric, who normally does fairly well here at these tracks, isn't doing much at all today. But Kyle Busch is doing just about everything he can to win this race. He's had a few stolen from him this season. And all he has to do is just get through these 8 laps here. Christopher Bell will get by Kyle Larson. Now Kyle Larson is under attack from Chase Briscoe. Wonder what happened to the 5. He had so much speed just a moment ago. Was up into the top 10, and now he's lost so many spots. He's back in the 19th position. Christopher Bell now going for a pass on the 60. He's going to go really high. He's going to lose a lot of time that way. He's actually going to get beside of him now. Not many laps to go. Kyle Busch is on a different level right now. Where's Denny Hamlin? Josh Berry out on the track? No, he's not. Denny Hamlin in that 31st position. He is struggling tremendously today. Larson going to get passed by Briscoe. This is going to hurt his chance for points. Wow. But with 5 to go, we are going to put all the attention here on Kyle Busch, as he has got a 2-second lead over Joey Logano, who just got up into the 2nd position. All eyes here on Kyle Busch. Can he make it 2 wins this season? Three laps to go. Joey Logano actually seems like he has some speed. Chris Buescher is going to move down to 4th. Chris Buescher all the way in 4th. That's crazy. Christopher Bell up into the 15th position now. Larson down to 20th, and Denny Hamlin all the way down into 31st position, which is crazy. But now we have met lap traffic. How will this affect the number 8 with just 2 laps to go? Just 1 lap to go here at Las Vegas. Kyle Busch having a tremendous race, fighting for first. Oh, wow. They get close, but Kyle Busch was able to get by. Joey Logano now in the picture, but all he has to do is go through one more set of corners, and Kyle Busch come out of turn 4 and be your winner here at Las Vegas. He is now a 2-time winner this season and 5th all-time, or he's the 5th win in his career. Kyle Busch has officially now moved up to 8th this season in points, or not points, I'm sorry, in wins, 8th position in wins. And he will have 5 wins all time. Still going to be 5th in wins all time. So he didn't really go anywhere because Tyler Reddick is next above him with 5 wins as well. But this will shake up the points for Denny Hamlin. Really, this might shake up a lot of stuff for a lot of people. This is crazy. All right, now all we got to do is just sit here and wait for them to come on in, and then we will get our points here for you guys. But congratulations to Kyle Busch. Just one more car on the track, I believe. This is Bubba Wallace. He's got to come in. Okay, so I think that was it. So let's go ahead and get these points in for you. See how this went. Okay, so Kyle Busch, obviously with the fastest lap, he's got the win. Joey Logano in second. He moved up a ton of spots. That's probably the best finish that Joey Logano's had all season. Chris Buescher went back to 3rd. Ty Gibbs 4th. Alex Bowman 5th. Zane Smith 6th. Michael McDowell 7th. Riley Herbst 8th. Todd Gillen 9th. Cole Custer 10th. That is your top 10. Christopher Bell moved all the way up into 12th after losing that many spots. And Larson he fell all the way back to 19th. But his highest point was 9th or 8th or 7th was his highest point. And he fell all the way back into 19th. Let's go ahead and view season standings. So Christopher Bell still going to have a really comfortable lead over Denny Hamlin.
Kyle Larson didn't really gain much, but he did gain a lot on Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's only about 15 or so points ahead now. And Brad Keselowski following a close fourth. Alex Bowman in fifth. 2 Hendrick cars in the top 5 now. William Byron is in sixth. Kyle Busch has 2 wins on the season now and has moved up to 10th in points. Not too bad, not too shabby. Now, while I'm thinking about it, let's go back through here and figure out where did Chris Buescher win this season? It might have been Martinsville. It might have been Martinsville. Let's check. No, it was Christopher Bell. Maybe it was the second time that we was there this season. Oh, we're not even there this season. We haven't made it there yet. Okay. Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace. Who won? It was Corey LaJoy. Who won this race? Christopher Bell. This one might have been... Okay, this was Kyle Larson. That was his first win this season. Texas was 100% Bubba. Kansas, Justin Haley. Bubba, Justin Haley, Noah Gragson. This one might have been Alex Bowman. Yeah. Maybe he hasn't won yet this season. I thought he did, though. Summit Point Raceway. Who won Hickory? That might have been Denny. Yeah. Atlanta. Chase Briscoe. Okay. That was 2008 Oval as well. That was Rally Herbst, yeah. Man, why am I having trouble figuring this out? All we can do is we can look. Chris Buescher has... Oh, he doesn't have a win this season. I could have swore he did. Wow. Well, anyways, guys, that will be the end of that race. Race number 33 on the season. We don't have many races left. We got 3 races left. Talladega, Martinsville, and Homestead. 3 totally different tracks. Now, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and hop straight into Talladega.